Right across from the many vendors, displays, and interactive booths were poster presentations that took an in-depth look at the latest research and advancements in foot and ankle orthopedic surgery.
Hi, my name is Sarah Hall. I am a third-year medical student at the University of South Carolina School of Medicine in Columbia. Today I'm presenting a heat generation study that was a small pilot study done in a cadaver model. We had 5 cadavers and we were able to attach K thermocouple wires to measure the heat that is generated before, during, and after burring of a minimally invasive calcaneal osteotomy. So in minimally invasive surgery, we're seeing reduced complication rates, improved patient satisfaction, and reduced healing time. But many in the space right now are weary of adapting such practices due to the potential heat generation with utilizing a Shannon burr in such a small space. The theory is that in such a small incision, there would not be enough heat dissipation and potential osteonecrosis and non-union in those spaces. We were able to see that while we weren't able to establish a true statistical significant difference between the use of pooled irrigation and no irrigation with the minimally invasive calcaneal osteotomy, we were able to see that in 2 of our paired samples, there was a seemingly protective effect of the use of pooled irrigation, suggesting that surgeons may want to utilize this strategy when planning their MIS techniques to circumnavigate the fear of osteonecrosis and non-union in those patients.
My name is Ethan Poland. I'm a second-year osteopathic medical student at Michigan State University. And this is a large retrospective chart review study looking at the adjacent joint arthritis development rate after a first CMT fusion for forefoot deformities such as hallux valgus. So the general surgical approach to something like hallux valgus is either to do a distal osteotomy or to do a proximal fusion of the first TMT joint. And proponents of the distal osteotomy argue that the midfoot fusion would present similar problems to other more common and more well-known fusion surgeries, such as that of the ankle and that in the spine. So looking at adjacent segment disease in the spine and subtalar arthritis after ankle fusion, stuff like that. And so we have over 1,000 patients in this study. The bottleneck is that I have to get the residents and fellows to actually evaluate the x-rays. So we have a preliminary data set on 380 patients at this time. Our preliminary rate of adjacent joint arthritis development is 7.1, which is significantly lower than that of the more well-known fusions such as the spine and the ankle. So as of right now, we do not see a significant rate of adjacent joint arthritis to the extent that it is a significant area of concern for patients considering a surgery for hallux valgus.
Hi, this is Takumi Kihara. So I'm from Japan. So it's a GK University. So now I live in the Seattle to study abroad in the Seattle BA Center. Yes. So I will introduce my poster. So I researched for the Windlass mechanism with the hallux valgus patient and the normal people. So in my study, I used the 3D CT model and the ICP program. So finally we found in the hallux valgus patient has the dysfunction of the Windlass mechanism. So it's lead to the clue of the reason of the hallux valgus. So I will continue to research for the hallux valgus reason. Okay. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Tanya Mann. I'm foot and ankle surgeon from Brazil, but this paper was produced with Iowa University and all the team of Dr. Cesar de Cesar Niro. So what we did in our paper was trying to study, we are studying how foot accommodates high heels using weight-bearing CT. So we have 42 feet study, so 20 volunteers, 10 males and 10 female feet were studied, and we used 3 types of shoes with 3 different heel heights, 3 centimeters, 6 centimeters, and 9 centimeters, and we did weight-bearing CT to understand how foot accommodates the position when wearing high heels. And so here is a picture of weight-bearing CT and how foot accommodates high heels. And what we have found out is that there is a very high increase in all the angles that has been studied, and we are about to study all of them, but we studied all of the forefoot angles for now. And we have like an increase of first, second intermetatarsal angle, hallux valgus angle, and first, fifth intermetatarsal angle in all the positions, but it was even higher, and it reproduces hallux valgus parameters when it's above 6 centimeters. So we have an increase of all the angles, but when it goes, the high heels goes higher than 6 centimeters, they reproduce hallux valgus parameters. And for that, despite we have observed a decrease in foot and ankle offset and an increase in forefoot arch angle, which is a locking of the foot and a cavovarus position, there is a widening of all the forefoot and a widening of the first fifth metatarsal. And maybe this is condition that could favor hallux valgus deformity, which we are studying at that time.